Today on Darji Kitchen, we're going to be making methi na thepla. Stay tuned for the recipe.
For this recipe, you will need about 1 tablespoon of turmeric urad, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, lal marchu, about 3 tablespoons of fenugreek leaves, dried methi. You will need ginger, garlic, and green chilies, adu lasan marcha. You will need 1 teaspoon of cumin, jiru, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Here I'm going to be using 3 cups of whole wheat flour, or whatever you use to make your roti, so 3 cups of atta. And here we're using plain yogurt. So I buy Astro because it is gelatin free. In Canada, I'm not sure what else you can get, but we're going to be using 1 cup of plain yogurt, which is plain dang, sliced up or minced cilantro, dhana, and some sliced up spinach, bhaji. Okay, so in a mixing bowl, after you wash your hands, you're going to combine all the ingredients. So once you've combined all the ingredients together, it will look something like this. And in another bowl, you will combine your flour and oil to start making your dough. Okay, so here we're adding the flour, and then to that, you're going to add some oil. We're just going to allow the oil to absorb in the flour. This is canola oil. So I would say about 3 tablespoons of oil. Just going to mix that so that it absorbs into the flour. Okay, now you're going to mix that 1 cup of yogurt into your mixture so that all the flavors get absorbed into the yogurt. You might want to let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes. You can just try it to see how it tastes. Everything is variable on your taste. You can add more salt, you can add more spice. Okay, so now you can mix the yogurt mixture into your flour mixture. And always have some water on hand in case it's not enough, which very well could be the case here, but I'm not sure. If it's too wet, you might have to add some flour. See how that goes. It smells really, really good already. Now you're gonna let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so the next part of the video is the setup. So we have a space to roll out your thepla, acrio. We have some flour, and we also got a tray to put the thepla on. And our dough is really nice and soft and perfect. So I'm just going to separate these into dough balls. A few of the supplies you have is your velan, your tawa, your roti no dabbo, and you're also going to have some tel because you're going to need it. Okay, you want to make sure that they're roughly the same size, and it would be a good idea for you to wear an apron at this point. You're probably going to get flour all over your clothes. It's kind of messy. So as you can see, there's a nice clean surface right now. By the end, I'm probably going to have quite a bit of flour everywhere. Okay. So you should cover your dough with a lid just to keep it moist.
Oh, there's a lot of different ways to roll this out, and there's no right or wrong way. So don't let it round and even. If it's uneven, it's not gonna work. It has to be even, okay? So I've put some flour on here. Depends on the type of velen you have. This one is smooth. I used to like the one with the lines, which I still have, but I can't open the drawer right now to show you guys. Okay, so you put some flour on it. What I do to help it turn, I keep one hand flat and I put pressure on the other hand so it turns. Okay, so there you go, it's turning. Not a lot of pressure in the middle, that's how the middle gets thin. Okay, take some more flour. Start turning it as we go. Keeping it really light when you're rolling though. So you actually need a lot of patience for this, and for some people this can be very therapeutic. Okay, so I'm gonna add the thepla to the hot tawa, and we're just gonna let it cook for a bit. You'll be able to see the color change in a few minutes, or not even a few minutes, maybe a few seconds. It's starting to change color there, change color there, so you know that something's happening on the other side. A lot of people will brush oil on. In my previous one that I just made, I poured a lot of oil, so I'm not really a fan of a lot of oil. So I just have some on my daleto anyway, so I'm just gonna spread it out there. So, I'm gonna turn. Okay. Depending on what kind of stove you have, the thing with the gas stove sometimes is it has the heat, but the center doesn't have a lot of heat. So sometimes when I'm making stuff, that center, you can see it's not cooking the same as the rest of it, so I just put it over to one side sometimes just to turn it. Then turn this way, and then I use this is just a paper towel. I'm just using this to press down certain areas. It is not going to puff up the way rotli would. This is a little bit different. Okay. So you don't want to flip it over too many times. That's how it becomes hard. So I'm just gonna take it, put it into my double here. Okay, so when you're serving this dish, you can either, it could be something to go. A lot of times my family would make these when we were going on road trips or when we were traveling. Or you can have it for breakfast, you can have it as a snack, but you can serve it with plain yogurt. That's an option. You can serve it with your favorite type of spicy pickle, or we call atanu or achar. So this one is green chili pickle and olive oil. It's really spicy. Got it at Walmart in BC. Haven't found it in Calgary. So there's that option. And then, or if you're a little bit more skilled, you may have some homemade atanu. This one is really good. This is lemon atanu, one of my favorites. Okay, so you can eat it like that, or you can just eat it with plain yogurt. Enjoy!